Hello and welcome to another episode of Innovate the Future podcast, live from Tomorrow Conference in Belgrade. We're at the third day of conference. Today with me, and I'm very, very excited to say this, Scott Page, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Scott, thank you so much. Thank you for what you prepared for us yesterday. Your performance was very, very amazing. We were watching you from here. Then I went downstairs to have a close-up look about what is going on the stage, how you felt there.
You know, it was actually a lot of fun. I don't do those types of things usually. I mean, I love to play, but where we Chris put together a 30-minute set of these dance grooves, kind of mashed a little bit of Pink Floyd in there and a few other things, and I just freestyled for 30 minutes, and it was fun. Just made it up on the spot. But this is an incredible location. I mean, this venue, I'm just so surprised to find this venue. I had no idea Belgrade would have anything like this, and it's a great venue. People were great. It was really a lot of fun, so I really enjoyed that. I don't want to do more of that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's really good.
Amazing. Thank you for that. And the conference is about metaverse, about blockchain, crypto, artificial intelligence, but we also brought you here. So I think that we did a great job.
Well,
can you let us know about your opinion on this conference?
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, Web3 is my whole space. That's what I do. We just launched our NFT app called Loot 8. It's kind of an experience wallet, thinking of NFTs as, experiences and storytelling and using them for points, loyalty, and rewards. So I'm into this space. So coming to the Tomorrow Conference, Anita, better known as Crypto Granny, I spoke at the conference in JITEC in Dubai. She invited me here, and this has been a great conference. One of the things that I really like about this conference, I think the topics are really important topics. We're talking about not just the upside of everything. We've got to look at the downside too, so that we can figure out how we can navigate the waters, because this is such an important time in the history of humanity. Right, you've got all this, the crypto stuff going on. You're watching basically the crashing and burning of fiat currency, and you got the bank systems, and you got all this crazy stuff going on. And now you add AI into this mix. It's about to get really interesting. So I was very happy to see that the stuff that they had in this conference, which was fantastic. I learned a lot, and I was very happy to see that they're looking at that. Overall, the conference has been great people. They do a really good job. And I'm excited to kind of do some more with them. I think they got something coming up in Barcelona coming up. And
that's right, Miami.
And Miami too.
Dubai.
Yeah, so I'm very kind of happy. I feel like I'm now a little part of the family here, the Tomorrow Conference family, community. And that's the thing I love most about this Web3 space is the community. It's like this great collaborative, co-opetition, even though we might be competing in some ways, but it's really not. Everybody's sharing and working together. Met incredible people. It's a great community. And anybody out there, I really recommend that you start getting into understanding all this stuff. NFTs happen to be my expertise, right? It's where I focus my business on in that. And because the world's changing, and you want to make sure you stay on top of what's happening now, because if you don't, you're going to get designed out. And so at the same time, there's incredible opportunities, but then there's going to be times that people aren't jumping onto the game and missing out on the opportunities. You're going to want to get in. So I recommend everybody go put the 30, 40, 50-hour dive. You got YouTube, you've got Google. Those are your friends. If you want to learn about crypto, everybody should start getting into crypto to understand what crypto is, right? Because it's important. And I just always give this tip for people that may be just getting in, if there's some people that are just listening. If you go to YouTube, type in whiteboard crypto. Whiteboard crypto are little 7 to 15 minute whiteboard, those whiteboard explanations, and they'll give you explanations on, DAOs, on Bitcoin, what's an NFT, how do you stake? I mean, all those things that will be very important. And especially businesses, when you start thinking about NFTs, I'm telling you, every business is going to be using NFTs. So the sooner you get in there and figure out how you use them and what they really stand for, what they really mean, and how they really work, because you can build business models on them. We'll change your whole business structure, and get on the bandwagon. Come on, join our community, and let's go.
Amazing. A famous song says, "We don't need no education."
That's right. Oh boy, is that? let me put this together right now. I mean, that song now is very appropriate to the times. Another brick in the wall. Yeah, we're the people need to rise it up now and say we don't want to be that brick in the wall anymore, right? And that's kind of where we're at. And with this technologies and crypto, and again, NFTs represent freedom for me, a freedom from an old system, from a place, creates that direct-to-consumer model. This is we have a shot as society, basically, pretty much take back the control of the currency in a sense, because remember, there's only 3 things that are decentralized now. You got gold, silver, and Bitcoin, right?
Yep.
Everything else is getting pretty centralized, and so this is a really important time for people to really start getting educated, and that's my whole thing, is really educating people, waking them up to say, please stand up. We need to for humanity.
Amazing. Can you reveal to us what are your current projects that you're working on?
Oh yeah, I got a couple cool ones.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I'm so thankful I was picked as one of I have a whole NFT collection and basically 7,000 digital photographs, the photographs and pictures of all my members going to the moon. Amazing. So it's going to the moon. It's part of Elon Musk and NASA flight where it's called the Luna Prize. It's 244 artists on a special hard drive that will last for 1 billion years. It's laser etched and it's getting shot right now. It's scheduled 14th or 15th of June. It's going to the moon. So I have that NFT collection launched. I also have another collection called Rock Money that I did, which is really interesting because I did it with a guy by the name of Arthur J. Williams. And Arthur J. Williams Jr. is a very interesting character. He's a pop artist, very well-known pop artist, and he paints $100 bills into all of his paintings. And the reason he does that, he's considered the world's greatest counterfeiter. He was the only guy that ever counterfeited the $100 bill, got away with it for a while, ended up going to camp for about 8 years, but came out. But anyway, this is all about the concept of decentralization, Rock Money, and it's my Pink Floyd photos along with some never before seen Rolling Stones photos and also Stone Temple Pilots. So the Rock Money collection, and that's really to educate people on the good side of what money is and how do we stay decentralized and take back the power. So got that drop. And then what I'm most excited about is we just launched our NFT platform that I think solves a lot of problems that we can onboard, designed to really onboard Web 2 people that don't know anything about it. They don't really need to know about, decentralized wallets and, all those other things that we do in the business because we need to understand. But yeah, we just launched Loot 8. We just used it for Tulum Crypto Fest. We did NFT LA. And so we're very excited about that. It's basically a new way of really having an application that's aware, that's NFT driven, that's points, loyalty, and experience based. So it really ties the physical world with the digital world and physical and digital goods all tied into a system that makes it really simple. Everybody can get on board and we all get to play in the game and then you can use all these NFTs for points and loyalties and dropping things in. It's aware, so you can be walking down the street, the local vendor, boom, drops in a NFT promotion because you're already a super VIP, you get a specific thing. So now we can use these things where they really have power. In a lot of the power is as a loyalty and a way to encourage people. Because, when you think of NFTs, one of the things people miss out on, they don't understand. They all goes to the ape, the whole Bored Ape. Why is this Bored Ape worth $1 million, right? And it makes those sense to them until you understand it's a decentralized brand and you own the rights to that ape and now you can build things on top of it. So if you look at the Bored Ape universe, there's Bored Water, Bored Hotels, Bored Shoes, Bored things. So you bought a brand, you can now build on it. You got a community to build on it. It's fantastic. Plus you can build all the rights, roles, and permissions into those assets that allows you to create new business models. I can empower other people to build on top of my projects like I'm doing, and everybody can win, right? It's a fantastic thing. Everybody gets paid when the thing's sold at the same time, drops the money into your wallet, and we're all happy campers.
Congratulations on everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
Which obstacle do you see that makes the largest impact on switching from Web 2 to Web 3?
The onboarding process.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, right now, we got to... if you look at this process way it is now, if I'm a brand or an artist or whatever, I've got to go find Solidity contract guys to write the contracts. You need like a dev team and people to really put it together. So now I've built my collection. Now I've got to onboard my customers or the fans or whoever's going to buy it. Oh, I've got to go get them to get a MetaMask wallet and seed phrases, and it's just too complex, right? So it's the onboarding process. And then once you have them, how do you talk to them? Right? Oh, I got to send them over to Discord. Now, I don't know if you use Discord. No offense, Discord. I don't even know how this even works because it's so complex, right? It's one of those things. So really simplifying that and making it as simple as just like logging into your Facebook account should be the same way. And that's, again, what we did with Loot 8 was to design that system so that we can onboard the 99.8% of the people that don't even know anything about this yet, which is a big market, and bring them up. So onboarding and getting people out of the concept of the word NFT, right? It makes no sense. It's really, that's why NFTs for me are experiences. It's the greatest storytelling tool that there is. It's incredible for telling stories and gamification and rewarding people, and transferring assets, and it is one of the most important technologies, and that's why I'm so excited about it.
So you're a large inspiration for many people. Who and what inspires you?
Well, if you want to go down the rabbit hole, consciousness is my favorite subject on the planet. That's all I really care about. The rest of it's all fine, right? So what inspires me is the fact that as you become more aware and basically get out of the mind, the ego, and start turning around where you become the watcher and live in the watcher language, you see how things really happen. So for me, the inward journey is what really inspires me, because it becomes like a magnet. All of a sudden, things just start to happen around you. Now, if you're talking about people, it depends on what area. If it's around the music business, there's obviously specific musicians, but I think for me, again, I go back to this Web3 NFT space. The community is just incredible, right? And it basically lifts you up. I feel 30 years younger because I'm hanging out in this community now. I'm excited to get up every day, go to work. Asking me who, there's so many different people that I listen to and I learn from. And just really, I just believe in being curious is the most important thing you can do, and just try to learn. So I'm always learning. I learned a lot from this conference. So that was a bonus. I love all these people and what's going on, yeah.
So you kind of said now that the conference was beneficial for you. Do you think this is a good opportunity to gather people around a couple of topics that are the biggest trends?
Listen, what's beautiful about these kind of conferences now, they're at a size that are not too big, so we can have access to people, thought leaders, people that are there, right? That we can get up. It's like people come up to me, I talk to them, I give them my phone number, and we connect, and I try to help them. Those are rare, right? So I was lucky enough that I went through this is my third kind of wave. I went through the CD-ROM wave where I built games. One of my greatest achievements, I did the world's first interactive cartoon musical with Howie Mandel, with my other business partners, Richard Merrick and George Grayson. And so being around that tech, but it was like in those days they were so small that we got to hang out with all the movers and shakers, right? And then went through the internet boom when that all happened, right? And so these are really important conferences. These are important times in this space, especially if you're looking for an edge, you want to be on top of it, you're a business person, you want to build something, you want to make something. Now's the time to be coming, because you're going to have access to people that you didn't have access to before. Yeah. So it's really important, and you can learn a lot. Again, if you've got any business, you're in the business game, you definitely want to start understanding how this stuff works, and these types of conferences are fantastic.
Amazing. Scott, thank you for your time. I hope you're going to stay until the end of the ending ceremony, and then I'm going to allow you to enjoy the rest of the speeches.
Yeah, great. Well, I've got my speech going on at 5:30.
Yeah, we're going to be watching you
So
from
we're going to go do it up, and we'll
Amazing.
be here. So yes, thank you very much. And thank you, everyone, for having me on your show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you once again. You were watching Innovate the Future podcast, live from Tomorrow Conference in Belgrade. See you in the next episode.